You are turning in 10-minute bulletin of Binh Phuoc radio, television, and newspaper. You are with me, The Wang, and here are top news of today. Additional 450 million Vietnamese dong to support Yagi typhoon victims. Binh Phuoc honors workers' creativity and skills. Prime Minister meets Russian Deputy Prime Minister. Standard Chartered raises Vietnam's 2024 GDP growth forecast to 6.8%. The Binh Phuoc provincial chapter of the Vietnam Fatherland Front (VFF) had recently received an additional 450 million Vietnamese dong in donations to support residents in northern provinces recover from the impact of Typhoon No. 3 or Typhoon Yagi.
Upon receiving the donation from the command of Brigade 16, Vice Chairman of the Provincial VFF Committee, Đỗ Văn Mạnh, expressed heartfelt gratitude for the passion demonstrated by the officers, soldiers, and staff of Brigade 16 toward those affected by the disaster. According to the Provincial VFF Committee, the campaign to support victims of Typhoon No. 3 will conclude on October 30th. To date, the committee has collected over 40.5 billion Vietnam dong from organizations and individuals in the province and has transferred more than 30 billion Vietnam dong to the Central Relief Committee to assist the impacted communities in the northern provinces.
The women's union at all levels in Binh Phuoc province are taking significant steps toward digital transformation by equipping their members with essential knowledge and skills. This initiative aims to foster proactivity and creativity in all activities to adapt the evolving landscape of the modern era.
The Provincial Women's Union has identified the modernization of operational methods through information technology as one of the three key breakthrough strategies for this term. For 2024, the focus will be on integrating information technology into union activities, with a range of digital initiatives already in progress. These initiatives include providing guidance to union officials on utilizing information technology for document processing and issuance from the provincial level to grassroots organizations. QR codes will be used to distribute conference materials, aiming to minimize paper consumption and printing time. Women's unions at all levels are also making use of social media to organize online contests and awareness-raising activities targeting their members.
The Skill and Creative Labor Movement, launched annually by the Provincial Trade Union Chapter, had established itself as a cornerstone initiative for workforce development.
In 2024, this movement has been tailored by trade union chapters at all levels to meet the specific needs of various industries and sectors. The movement has captured the attention of local authorities and employers, while also encouraging enthusiastic participation from civil servants and workers alike, contributing to the province's socio-economic development. To date, Binh Phuoc has recognized 87 outstanding worker initiatives that have been successfully implemented in management and production across diverse enterprises, yielding substantial benefits worth hundreds of millions of dongs. These initiatives not only showcase the creativity and intellect of union members and workers, but also effectively address issues arising in the workplace, adding essential value to the production and business activities of local enterprises. The Provincial Fire Prevention and Rescue Police Department has recently organized a fire prevention and rescue drill at the staff housing area of the Thang Mơ Hydro Power Plant Company. After joining the lecture session, company staff practiced firefighting techniques. The exercise helped enhance physical fitness and firefighting skills for the on-site forces of Thang Mơ Hydro Power Plant in fire prevention, fighting, and rescue efforts.
Moving on to the top stories around the country. State President Lương Cường, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, and National Assembly deputies on October 23rd visited an exhibition featuring the National Assembly daily with the first general election in 1946.
The exhibition, marking the 80th anniversary of the first election day of the Vietnamese National Assembly, January 6, 1946, is organized on the sidelines of the ongoing 8th session of the 15th National Assembly. Participants were introduced to the foundation and development of the Not Bao Quoc Hoi and 15 editions of the newspaper. The first general election to the National Assembly of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, now the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, took place on January 6, 1946, marking a significant historical milestone, opening the process of building a new democratic regime in the country. The special journal was published in a short time from December 17, 1945 to January 6, 1946, aiming to popularize the objectives and meaning of the election, guiding and encouraging the masses to join the election as candidates and voters.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính is in Russia to attend the expanded BRICS summit in Kazan at the invitation of President Vladimir Putin, chair of BRICS 2024. The following report highlights his activities.
On the morning of October 23rd, local time, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak. The Prime Minister emphasized that Vietnam highly values and supports Russia's role as the BRICS chair. He reaffirmed that Russia remains one of Vietnam's top foreign policy priorities and expressed Vietnam's desire to work closely with the Russian government to strengthen cooperation, particularly in areas where both countries have significant potential. Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak conveyed that President Vladimir Putin and the Russian government greatly appreciate the comprehensive strategic partnership with Vietnam, recognizing Vietnam as a key partner in Asia-Pacific. Both sides highlighted the positive progress in bilateral cooperation, especially in the energy and oil and gas sectors. The Prime Minister assured that Vietnam remains committed to providing favorable conditions for Russian businesses, including oil and gas companies, to expand their operations in Vietnam. The same day, Prime Minister Chin met with Russian Energy Minister Sergei Sivilev. He called on the minister to strengthen Vietnam-Russia cooperation in energy and oil and gas sectors. He urged the Russian Ministry of Energy to collaborate closely with Vietnamese agencies, ensuring smooth implementation of joint projects in both countries. The Prime Minister also proposed continued support for the training of Vietnamese energy and oil and gas personnel, while encouraging cooperation in digital transformation, green transition, and the circular economy. Minister Sivilev expressed hopes for further cooperation on new projects in response to development needs, including climate change mitigation, energy transition, green and clean energy, among others.
Standard Chartered has lifted its forecast for Vietnam's 2024 GDP growth to 6.8% from the previous 6%, reflecting the stronger than expected expansion in the third quarter of this year.
In its recent report, the bank's economists said Vietnam's economic growth momentum has been relatively strong, with improvement recorded in multiple sectors, such as imports-exports, retail sales, real estate, tourism, construction, and manufacturing. Trade recovery and increased business activities and foreign investment will be the main boosters for 2025 and beyond. The government's push for stronger economic growth may help maintain low interest rates in the near future, and Fed moves will also be key to the State Bank of Vietnam's monetary policy decisions. Standard Chartered forecasts Fed rate cuts, which should lead to a softer US dollar bias over the next few quarters, will result in a US dollar to Vietnam dong exchange rate at 24,500 by the end of 2024 and 24,300 by mid-2025.
The ASEAN Cultural Day 2024 recently took place in Kensington, Maryland, under the theme ASEAN for All. The event attracted over 400 guests, celebrating the rich cultural diversity of Southeast Asia.
The ASEAN Cultural Day 2024 featured a wide range of cultural activities, including art exhibitions, traditional costume displays, artistic performances, and a culinary showcase. Embassies from the 10 ASEAN countries contributed unique performances, embodying the vibrant spirit of ASEAN culture. The Vietnamese Embassy Spouses Association made notable contributions, exhibiting lacquer paintings of Hanoi's Old Quarter, silk paintings of conical hats, and displaying traditional attire of the Pa Then ethnic group. They also performed the Lotus Dance, accompanied by traditional music, creating a captivating experience. A highlight of the event was the Vietnamese bamboo pole dance, which enlivened the atmosphere and saw enthusiastic participation from ASEAN ambassadors, their spouses, and other guests. Vietnamese cuisine also drew much attention, adding to the event's charm.
And that also wraps up our bulletin. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye for now.